Okay, now we're going to come right here to the great state of Tennessee.
Don't let the people in Texas hear.
Don't let them hear the great state of Tennessee?
Yeah, because they're the great state of Texas.
We're talking to Jeff in Tennessee. Hi, Jeff. How can we help you?
Hey, guys. How you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can we help you?
Yes. So about 5 weeks ago, my wife actually she took our children and she said that she was just done with the marriage. She wanted a divorce and she took the kids and left. That kind of threw me into a state of shock because I've been working on myself since July. Whenever she initially said that that things were kind of rocking our relationship, so I've really been working on myself. Kind of along the lines of your pies chart, but I didn't know you guys at that time. But and so whenever she told me back about 5 weeks ago that she was done, it just kind of threw me for a shock. And so she took the kids away from me, told me I couldn't see them, went to her father's house, told me I couldn't come on the property. Long story short, I still went on the property, and me and her father got into a verbal argument, and I got sent to jail, and I got slapped with the order of protection with her and the kids, and she's pushing for a 6-month order of protection. And 2 weeks ago, I found out through her Facebook that she's been having a sexual affair on me for actually 2 months, which just ripped my heart out. And she, even though she has an order of protection, she tells me that the only reason why she's still keeping it on there because she wants to feel like she has control over the situation. And so she still let me see the kids sporadically here and there, and still talk to them. So this past Thanksgiving, she brought the kids over and let me have them for 2 nights, and she actually brought the guy with her because she had opened up and said, hey, she had just met a guy. And so at that point in time, I've been working through your guys' program, the Save My Marriage course and the Pies boot camp for a couple of weeks at that point. So I hugged my kids and sent them inside, and so out of strength and confidence, I approached the gentleman. And very kindly, I shook his hand, said, hey, my name's Jeff. What do you do for a living? Kind of just introduced myself to him. And my wife was just kind of in shock how nice I was to this guy. And I just told him that, hey, I know that you have intentions for my wife, but, I'm still not giving up. I still have hope. I love her, and I know I've made a lot of mistakes in our relationship, but I'm going to win my wife's trust back. And turned around and walked away, and my wife has seen this drastic change in me over this last several weeks. So my question is, she's pursuing the 6 months border protection, and she says that she wants to divorce, but she's not filed anything yet. What could I be doing in the 6 months to really to try to win my wife back? Just keep working the Pies boot camp and everything, or?
I love that you said that. I love that you did that. I mean, Jeff, it sounds like you know what to do. So you're going through the Save My Marriage course. You're working those materials. How far are you into the course?
I think I'm like in week 3, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have a lot ahead of you in terms of just what you're going to be learning there and the practical ways to even apply those things. I mean, with her having that restraining order on you, even though she's lifting it herself, that's the part. I don't know that part of it, the legal advice behind it.
No, we can't give legal advice, but it surely sounds like that.
Yeah.
If she says restraining order,
Right.
You can't come around, but then she comes around you.
Right. And
I would think that probably negates the restraining order, but again, we can't give legal advice.
right.
Yes, sir.
I'm with Kimberly. I think that you're showing remarkable strength come in. And when you say, okay, we're going to do in these next 6 months, I think just keep doing what you're doing. If you keep working to the program, you're going to keep learning more things to do, but you're doing them really well.
Yes, sir.
You sound to me like, obviously going around to the point that it caused a restraining order to be put was not a smart thing, but you know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Don't do that again. That's our advice.
Don't do that again.
Don't do that.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I've definitely have kept my boundaries, and I actually reached out to her father after one of the court hearings, and I just, cried and just told him that I was really sorry for my actions, but I told him that he was right for doing what he did, and I appreciate him being a good dad, and that I just told him that I'm owning up to my mistakes, and I'm just trying to be a better father for my kids, and trying to be the best man I can be for my wife.
And how did he react to that?
Love it.
Oh, he actually, man, he took it with he accepted like crazy, which kind
Good.
of shocked me. He said, "Jeff, I love you, and
Good.
there's no hard feelings, but just
Good.
get yourself straight, and
Good.
we're going to take care of the kids." So yeah.
Well, man, first of
That's
all,
good.
I'm impressed. Obviously, the early things you did were kind of rash, but you know that. The things you've been doing since then are very impressive, man. Find a way to keep doing it. In other words, if you're having a bad day, if you want to do something rashly, find somebody who can help you back off. But what we tell
Yes,
people
sir.
is this: if anything works, this will. If anything works, this will. And I don't know how you could do it any better than what I'm hearing. Now, obviously, if we had an hour, we could ask a lot more questions. We don't. I know
Yes,
you're
sir.
hurting. I know you're hurting. I know you love your wife. I know you love your children. Man, you just keep doing the path you're on now. And if anything works, this will. I'm not going to give you false hope. We can't do that. But I'm telling you that
Yes, sir.
I couldn't guide you any better than you're guiding yourself right now, young man. Would you agree, Kimberly?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have some hope.
Yes, sir.
Have some confidence. Have some faith here, my friend. It's you just keep doing this, and somehow things will turn out better than you think. I hope it turns out exactly like you
Yes,
want,
sir.
but at least better than you think. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Jeff.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.
All right. Thank
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, my friend. He seems like a really nice guy.
You know, sometimes I know they're short conversations, but sometimes we just speak to people and you know that it's a good person, that they're working it, they're doing everything they can, and I want to meet Jeff one day.
Yeah, he sounds like kind of
He
guy.
sounds like a great guy.
And if you're thinking, if you're listening or watching and you're saying, yeah, but he rashly went over there. Okay, nobody's perfect.
No.
And when your emotions are on edge, you can do and say some really stupid stuff. Okay? It doesn't mean that you can't do it the way it should be done. It just means, all right, realize what you did that you shouldn't have done, straighten it up, and do it the right way. And he sounds like that kind of guy for me.
Absolutely.